Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're coming to us from. This is the Mancave101 Podcast, episode 24. Tonight, we are going to be talking about a bunch of different subjects, but before we get into all that, let me bring these faces up on the screen. Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Yeah.
From the Man Cave, we have the man, Leo. How we doing tonight, bro?
What's going on, man?
Brooklyn, Big Chase. What's up? Unmute your microphone, sir.
We're Brooklyn. Oh, what's up? What's up, folks? What's up?
What up? From a land down under, Wendeezy, Texas. And
oh, righty then.
With that being said, I am the man in the chair. I'm not introducing myself. It says it right there. It's AA Ron. We are going to hit you with a bunch of different things today. We're going to talk some She-Hulk, some House of the Dragon. We do want to let you guys know ahead of time. Obviously, I am not the host with the most. He's not here today, so this is going to be a rocky show. No, it's not. But I didn't loop the video at the start, so I'm already off to a great start tonight. We are going to be talking spoilers. There will be drinking. There will be smoking. Leo is definitely going to curse because I've seen the names on the comic book list tonight. He's definitely going to curse. He's definitely going to drink a lot. Let's get excited. We got some good stuff to get into tonight. Leo, Comic Corner. Take it away, sir.
All right, gentlemen, shots up. Oh, God, this is going to be a rough one.
Let's do this.
All right. First book on the chopping block is Batman Fortress number 4. This book also has a first appearance of Dylan, a Green Lantern, who resembles a squirrel. DC is just picking up anything. The artist is Derek Robinson, and the writer is Gary Witz. The next book that we have.
I'm going to let you get away with it. It's fine.
Yep,
What? What was it?
That was not the last name, but it's fine.
It's a weird Thursday, so just continue.
That's you get one mulligan. Everybody gets one, right? Fighting, everyone mulligan.
Oh, shit.
You want to drop the shot? Let's go.
All right. Next book is Damage Control number 1. This is a 5-issue limited series by the creator of the TV show The Goldbergs. The cover artist is Carlo Pacheco, and the writer is Adam Goldberg. This is going to be a one-off shoot, so you have the whole team together. It's almost like a Midnight Suns reunion right there.
my boy Nightcrawler. Check out
Yes,
Nightcrawler.
that's
Chill.
I haven't seen Nightcrawler in a minute in a freaking comic.
I love my boy Nightcrawler.
An OG outfit. Let's go.
Exactly. Oh man, the next book we have is Carnage number 5. This is the first appearance of Hellbound, the companion of Carnage. The cover artist is Kendrick Lim. The artist is Francisco Mana, and the writer is Ram the Fifth.
Very good.
They seem a little bit too easy, man. I hope they get harder.
No. Don't worry.
All right. Okay.
It's gonna ramp up. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
It's gonna ramp up a little bit.
All right. The next book we got is Fantastic Four number 46. This is the first full appearance of the Sinister Reed. So Reed Richards. And this is also Sinister Reed, the sister of Reed Richards. I'm sorry. She also has a appearance in Fantastic Four number 35. The artist is Kafu. The writer is Dan Slott.
All right, I lied. It's not getting difficult.
Yeah, I mean, this better be a steep up. All right.
Here.
Hot covers of the week, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get to the hot cover.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
Hey, can we hit that? Can we hit that?
All right, this is Gun Honey Blood for Blood number 1. This is a variant cover. This is a one-off shoot. The cover artist is Art Germ. The artist is Ang Ho Kang. The writer is Charles R. Oh, fucking drink.
You almost got through it. I was like,
Yes.
Almost got there.
I thought he had it, and I was gonna be impressed.
I was like, this man has been studying.
Oh, damn it. This is published by Titan.
Yeah. So easy.
So we just gonna go right over that artist.
Don't worry. We're not-
Give that writer his due.
Oh, the writer is Charles Adi.
Ardai.
Ardai?
I think it's Ardai.
Okay, Charles Ardai.
Okay.
All right, the next book that we got is Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 41. This is a debut of Spectacular Spider-Man, the Spider Smasher, also aka Billy Morales. It's an offshoot. The cover artist is Torrin Clark. The artist is Christopher Allen, and the writer is Saladin Ahmed.
You know what, Leo? I'm starting to really think that you're getting help or you're cheating.
Yeah,
something something's going on.
What's in your other ear, man? What's in the other ear? Mic in the other ear. You got a headphone in the other ear, don't you?
I don't know about all this.
That's why Abel's not here. He's giving you the answers. That's what's going on.
No. I'm just kidding. I started drinking before the podcast, like I said.
Okay, right. Well, good luck with this one. So,
all right. Venom number 11. This is a good first. This is exclusive variant from one of our favorite comic shops. This is from Eastside Comics. The artist is Scan Saruswan.
Yeah, just drink.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say drink, but I was gonna give it to you. I was gonna kind of say you were close.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. I just want to see him drink.
You asshole.
That's it, baby.
This book is only limited to 600 copies, so it's already pre-ordered. It's already sold out, ladies and gents. I'm sorry.
Yeah, better check your local eBay.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the cover though.
Covers
all right, the next book that we have is Thor number 27.
Ooh.
This is
Venomized
Ivan
Thor?
Yeah.
This cover is crazy.
What?
This Ivan Tao cover is an exclusive from I forgot the publisher. I don't know the comic book shop. I think it's Arkham Comics. It's coming out 8/25. What's today's date?
September 28th. This is the release date on this comic.
Oh, September?
September.
8/25.
Okay.
9/28.
9/28. Okay, so when I wrote it down, it's gonna go on sale 1 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to pick it up, go to that website, Arkham Comics. The next book was a late entry into the Hot Comic Corner. It is Monica Rambeau Photon. This great freaking cover. The artist is Michael Maria, and the writer is Eve Ewing.
It's not bad.
Yeah, this Monica Rambeau cover this is our first. This is our first cover. This is our first solo comic, and this is our first story just about her.
I like it's clean, man. I think what speaks to me, it's a clean ass cover, man.
That's what I say. It's some nice clean artwork.
Yep.
I can't be mad. Like, it's not bad.
Let's run them names, son.
I already did. Michael Maria and Eve Ewing. Come on, man. I got only 2 drinks today, baby. Come on.
Who's that?
Fire.
Who's that cover artist, though, man?
I already said it. The cover artist is Lucas Wernick.
He's still here, man. I don't know. I don't know.
I'll be fucking Steph Curry in this bitch tonight.
I was heated, man.
I'm Steph Curry in this motherfucker tonight. So that is your comic corner. Please support your local comic book shops and support them. They support our fiends, and this is an addiction. So go to them.
Yeah, it definitely is. He's not lying. Anyway, because I definitely didn't pre-order that Thor Venom comic already.
Coming to the house.
I did also forget to mention one thing at the top of the episode. We are now live on Spotify and Apple Music Podcasts.
Ooh!
So please tell your friends, hide your kids, hide your wife. No, just kidding. Because we out here now. We everywhere. You can't get rid of us.
So if you can't check us out on the live feed, you can just plug us in your headphones on your way to work. Listen to Leo mess up all the names and shit. It's
yeah, don't drink and drive while you're listening to this. If you're playing the shot game like everybody else is, please do not drink and drive while you're doing this, and do not drink at work unless you're allowed.
We already have some people checking in. The 2-minute warning is here.
2-minute warning.
He said drink when you messed up a name, and then he also said not Curry. And we also have, speaking of the host with the most, Abel checking in.
Look at that.
Abel's out there with Charles getting his knees wet. I know what's going on. I know what's going on.
Abel, you can't lie to us, bro. We know what you're doing. And with that, we change topics over to the nerdy news. Cheers, gentlemen. Drinks.
Drink kisses.
Leo, hit us with some topics, bro.
All right, let's get into it. All right, let's see. Which ones would I want to hit you guys with first? Oh, the Todd Father is in the last running for the TOTY Toys of the Year award. He's one of the top 6 toys. Wait, y'all, he's a finalist in the top 6 toys that are left. The toy that he's getting ranked for is the Joker Dragon with Batman on its back. So that's one part of the news. This is a rumor. Matt Shankman is rumored to be directing the Fantastic Four movie. He also previously directed WandaVision. He directed, and everything else was literally one episode. The most episodes that he's done in shows is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And the last one of the things that I had is Maria Lopez will appear in Daredevil, Born Again. And Maria Lopez is the girl from Echo. So who wants to take it?
Wants to start it off, gentlemen.
Well, damn, nobody don't want to talk now?
I'll jump in there. Listen, Maria Lopez, always good to see her again.
I'm gonna hit us with a little passion alert.
Oh, yeah.
No passion alert going on there. What's going on?
If Abel were here, he'd want the passion alert. He likes him some extra.
He would want that, yeah.
He definitely wants it.
Yeah, so always good to see her again. I'll be interested in the role that she'll play. I'd love to see that dynamic between the two of them, how they will interact with each other. It'll be like strictly listening for body movements, I suppose. That'd be cool. The director for Fan 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, by the way, all in the game. Hello, welcome back. It is Maya Lopez.
What's up?
Word.
All in the game.
Oh yeah, Maya. I did write it. I said it wrong. Sorry, Spanish.
You should drink for that. Just saying.
Yep. I'm gonna drink too because I straight co-signed it, man. So.
I did too. I'm drinking.
I'm just drinking because I'm thirsty. I don't do that.
Fantastic. Good. I'm kind of on a. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want somebody who did WandaVision. Like, that had its own little vibe, but I don't want that type of vibe in my Fan 4. I need somebody who's going to take the helm of this seriously. Like, I want somebody who's like a true fan of this book and these books and these characters, who's going to love it and want to bring it to life. Like Black Panther came to the screen, man. Ryan Coogler loved this character. He wanted to bring this thing proper. So I want somebody to bring Fan 4 and give it the justice it deserves. And what was that last one?
Todd McFarlane.
Well, it's the Todd Father, baby. Give that man his flowers, man. He doing work over there, man. Actually, I'll see if I could try to find that statue. I'd like to get that in my life. Next.
All right, I'll jump in here. What the hell? Maria Lopez. Hey, listen, there's a lot.
Maya.
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 Drink.
Maya.
Drink
Drink
again.
Maya, Maria, all the rest of them. My bad. No, I mean, listen. No argument for me. Fantastic Four. I just can't. I can't just The Fantastic Four has to be such an epic movie that I don't know that anything they do is going to actually be good enough. This actually might need to take a delay so that they can get this thing proper. This is a major cog in the Marvel Universe. It cannot be screwed up. It cannot be rushed. It cannot. There's no avant-garde art bullshit going on here. It's got to be right. So, they better make sure this thing is correct. And the Tom Father, bro, listen, like my man said, it's the Tom Father. Like, what can he not do? You know what I mean? He does what he wants to do, and he does it well. I'm gonna go on eBay after this, see what I can find. Catch this thing cheap on OfferUp or something.
Exactly. All right, Aaron, what you got?
All right, so I'll start with Todd. Yeah, I just looked up what that toy looked like, and it's actually really dope. Yeah, I mean, it's like we've all said, it's Todd. He probably deserves the award, to be honest with you. Most of his toys come out like his. I listen. I'm not huge into the toy stuff, but like all the stuff I've seen him do with Spawn and all that is all really dope. So you guys are more familiar with Todd than I am at this point, but everything I see him put out as far as like action figures, stuff like that, it all comes out really, really dope. I'm sure he probably deserves the award. Matt Shankman. I think, you know what, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I had to look up and see what other things he did besides WandaVision. Listen, I didn't hate WandaVision as much as a lot of people on this panel did. I thought it was okay, and it brought out some of the family dynamic, which I think Fantastic Four is going to have themed in it as well. He also did direct Game of Thrones for a season.
No, that was one episode.
Was it an episode? Whatever. And he did It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which I know a lot of
people. Yeah, 43 episodes.
A lot of people love that show too. I mean, It wasn't my cup of tea, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. If that is the truth, we'll see. But to Chase's point, we've said it multiple times on multiple podcasts. Fantastic Four has to be done right. They've already given us such bad movies previously with the Fantastic Four. It has to be done right this time. No doubt about it. I'm sorry. What was the last one more time?
Maya Lopez is appearing in Daredevil.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured everybody from the Hawkeye series is kind of going to make an appearance in the Daredevil series. Right. We're pretty sure we're going to end up getting Kingpin. We're going to find out Kingpin's not really dead. He's just like hurt from whatever happened at the end of that Hawkeye episode. We're definitely going to get Echo. I mean, at this point, I know we're going to get into She-Hulk later. I'm kind of looking forward to just seeing Matt Murdock pop up in the She-Hulk thing at this point because it's been a little rough. But we'll get into that later. So take it from there.
All right. The next bit of nerdy news is at D23 is going to be announcing on September 9th, 10th, and 11th the cast and director for Fantastic Four, the cast for Thunderbolts, the Wonder Man series, the project dedicated to Nova. It's also going to be doing tell us about the Halloween special that they have coming out. Shang-Chi 2, Deadpool 3, and Armor Wars. So D23 is going to be the place to be this September. The next thing that we have, the Umbrella Academy this is their last season. Their last fourth and final season with Netflix. I don't know what the hell is going on, but something Netflix is only putting out 2 or 3 seasons, and this is 4 seasons. It's been bad. Also, the director Steve Blackman, he's doing a show for Horizon Zero Dawn. It's a video game. He's gonna put it on Netflix. Let's get some DC shit. Aquaman is delayed until the Christmas of 2023, and so is Shazam. Who wants the violence?
I'll tell you what. We're gonna go backwards this time. I'm gonna start it off. DC. It was really smart of you to accumulate all of your assets this year and just put them all into The Rock. I really hope that works out for you guys. I really, really do. Because if Black Adam is bad and nobody gets another movie until late next year, y'all in some trouble. That's all I'm saying. Because Marvel, say what you want, their projects haven't been perfect, but they keep on hitting us in the face with things every couple months. And you're just pushing everything back and taking $90 million projects off the table and delaying everything a year, 2 years. So y'all are a mess. Good luck. I hope Black Adam does it. I really do. I'm going to see it. It's your last chance, DC. It's your last chance. I'm telling you right now. I'll jump to D23. D23 is probably going to be insane. They're probably going to fill in some of those gaps they left us with from San Diego Comic-Con. Hit us with I know we're going to talk. I hate to bring up She-Hulk again, but we're getting like little sprinkles of hints here and there about future things in the She-Hulk show already. I think if all those projects that you named, Leo, are what we're going to see at D23, I would highly expect the highlight to probably be. I would have to think it's probably going to be Deadpool, honestly, because I think a lot of people are waiting for Deadpool 3. And I honestly thought Deadpool 3 was going to be next year, and it seems like it's going to be more like 2024 at this point. So maybe late next year. I'm not sure. But
I'm hoping.
I think that it's looking like 2024. Hit me with the third one more time. Sorry, I already.
It's the Umbrella Academy is their final season, and they're making a show of Horizon Zero Dawn on Netflix.
Oh, so I'm going to talk about this a little bit. So Horizon Zero Dawn, I played the first game and I almost beat it. I know that sounds horrible because I'm usually a completionist, but the game is just really, really long. But it's really good. If the movie, if that's going to be a movie, I can actually see that being. Did they say show or movie? They said movie.
They think it's the same director who did the Umbrella Academy. So I'm thinking this is going to be a show. It's
probably. I was going to say it seems like it'd be more of a show to me because I know you guys probably haven't played the game, but the game seems like it would. If it's anything based off that, it's definitely a long story. It seems like it would fit more in as a show, and you could probably get honestly 5, 6, 7 solid seasons out of it. Because
that's the thing with Netflix, man. Netflix is so fucking short.
No, they are. I don't know. Honestly, I was gonna say just leading up to Umbrella Academy. Umbrella Academy is a dope show. I have to catch up on it still, but I enjoy it a lot for what it is. So I'm surprised that they're gonna cut it off after one more season because I thought that this was Netflix's opportunity to kind of keep up with not to keep up with necessarily because kind of a different, but try and keep up with that genre with The Boys and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That type of dynamic, and even Disney Plus with all their Marvel shows. I feel like Netflix doesn't really have a strong. Netflix has Stranger Things, and that's been their draw forever. But those kids are getting older too. That's not going to last forever. You know what I mean? So that's Umbrella. It surprises me Umbrella Academy is being taken off so early. So on that note, I'll throw it over to Chase. Chase, you're muted. You got to get that gremlin that's muting that mic, bro. I don't know
what that is. I'm going to find his ass. Hit him with a little raid.
Fucking with you, boy.
All the time. So let's start with Shazam and Aquaman in the wonderful world of Don't Care, otherwise known as DC.
That.
So not only are we going to delay these major productions, and we're going to take Batgirl off after $90 million. But now we're going to remove major titles off of HBO Max, 6 of them to be exact.
Oh, really?
So at this point, I am wondering if the real strategy here is that DC is trying to do what Marvel's doing with DC and build their own platform. Because this is what's missing here for me, because none of this makes any sense. Like, you're pulling all of these movies, you're pulling your animated series, which is what's keeping you alive at this point. And then what are you doing with it? You know what I mean? So I'm wondering if we won't see DC kind of, partnering up with one of these other platforms, maybe Hulu or somebody, and or just coming out with their own, streaming platform. I don't know. I just know that if they keep disappearing, and if Black Adam does not become an absolute smash on Mars, they are FUCK'd all the way up. Let's talk about Umbrella Academy. I saw Umbrella Academy. I saw pieces of it. It seemed like a popular show for everybody. I didn't really get a chance to get out of it. I think Netflix overall is just so inundated with so many movies and web series and all this other shit that they don't know what to keep. So they're really like just throwing anything out there, watching it for a season or two. If it doesn't pick up, they need to reabsorb some of this money. There's no reason for some of these shows to even have 11 episodes. Like, you could have did, 3 episodes on some of this stuff, got rid of it, recoup some of this money and invested in some of these other shows that are doing really good, making, part 2s and 3s to some of these movies on Netflix that did really well, and just stop spending like needless money into places that don't need it and whatnot. At this point, every day that you turn on Netflix, there's new fucking content. And it's like, I'm like, I'm turning shit on, and then I realized it's a freaking series, and there's like 8 episodes, and I'm like, what the hell? They've got to fix it. It's out of control over there. They're taking stuff down that people want to see. They're putting shit up that people don't want to see. It's just too much. D23 is gonna be the shit in the story. Like, they're going to be dropping so much information and so many, stay tunes that, and I keep saying it, Disney's going to get to the point where there's not going to be anything else left. You're going to watch Disney and that's it. You might, turn the channel for Invincible for a little while, but Disney's going to be the only place that all eyes are going to be by next year. Remember, you heard it here first. And I'm the one to put it to you. Okay, next.
Throw it over to Wendeezy. What's up, bro?
All right. Let's start with the fun stuff. D23. Can I get a Oh, I am so waiting. It's gonna be on and popping. Like, that is gonna be the stage in which, like, oh, if you're attending D23, please record. Don't worry about it. They won't catch you. Record.
You asking somebody to get hurt by the mouse? Come on.
Nobody's going to get hurt, man.
It's worth it.
It gets out. It gets out. All right? You could be the one. You could be the hero, man. Be the hero.
Yeah, go ahead. It ain't going to be me. The mouse.
Going to D23, man. That's with great power comes great responsibility. Okay? You need to record that presentation and put it out.
I don't know, man. The mouse got big hands, though. You know what I mean? Like,
that's why I'm talking to them.
The white gloves is for a reason, bro.
Talking to everybody. Everybody do it at the same time. They can't kick y'all all out. Remember that.
I don't know.
This is Disney.
No. Let's stay on track. This is gonna be the stage where they're gonna drop a lot of stuff on this, man. And off the list that you called, don't be surprised if we may get a surprise something that we weren't even thinking about just yet.
Probably.
So, I'm all for it. I'm waiting for it. DC. Yeah, y'all are just cruising right along the way y'all should. Go ahead and knock yourselves out. Keep pushing all your stuff back. That's fine. Shazam is moved to early next year. Mm-hmm. And Aquaman is moved to December. You go ahead and do that. Wait and see what happens with Shazam. And see what happens with Black Adam. Make your decisions then. and then I'll take all of your actors. I will. I'll take all your actors. Zach Levi, we can find a role for him in Marvel. Okay, Jason Momoa, come on, man. Who don't want Khal Drogo up in Marvel doing something beastly?
Yes, exactly.
Come on, man.
Can you imagine if Black Adam? Like, I'm just saying. I know it's The Rock. Can you guys imagine if Black Adam is bad? If Black Adam is bad, there's nothing to look forward to with DC.
I mean,
literally.
If
nothing.
he don't look at DC and say this is all y'all fault, I'm out.
I can't even.
There's something wrong with The Rock, and I will tell you that to your face, Rocky. All right?
It goes
Your movie's
bad.
trash. It's DC's fault.
It goes bad. He leaves DC, it goes to Marvel, and the shit's a super blockbuster.
Imagine.
DC's just,
No, if he fucking starts doing that people's elbow and all that other shit.
Oh, you don't expect.
Marvel.
I'm expecting a rock bottom in this movie.
gotta be at least
I'm
one.
expecting a rock bottom in this movie.
At least one. Gotta be at least one.
And there will be a smoldering look. A raised eyebrow.
Raised eyebrow.
100%. Raise that brow.
100%.
Can't help it. It's a facial tick. It's what he does.
It's part of his brand. Gotta get at least one.
God damn it.
Crap. DC always. When we talk about these shit studios, man, it always throws me off, man. What was the other two?
Horizon Zero Dawn show. And,
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go with that.
Horizon Zero Dawn. I played the game too, man. I didn't get that close to beating it. Trust me. I did stop, but it's still sitting there, and I actually bought the second one, and it's just sitting there. I haven't even started it yet.
I haven't bought that one yet.
I said to myself, "Yo, I'm gonna finish this first one." No, but anyway, as a show, they're gonna have to fast forward it if it's gonna be on Netflix, because Netflix they're not gonna keep that show around for long.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to fast forward and jump to like the end real quick and just show you some big fights and call it a day, because in like 2 or 3 seasons it's gonna be done.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll be interested to see what they do with it. Video game interpretation. We'll see. Umbrella Academy. Cool ass show. I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I like the characters and the attitudes in there. Like, everybody has their own special thing. This third season that just came out, I was like, okay. But no, it was the third or fourth season just came out.
I think it was season 4.
This is the last season.
So season 4 is the last season?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, I already watched it then. It's over. All right, cool. So, I mean, I'm not going to say good riddance to bad rubbish, but the show came to an end. It's at the end. It's what it is. Things changed, and,
No, I just looked it up. This is season 3. Season 4 is coming, and then that's it.
Season 4 is coming? Okay, then I'm curious as to where the hell they're going to go with the story then.
Yeah.
Because I'll watch it, but I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah, true.
It's gotten a bit stale to me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess they're just gonna bow out when they can, and so be it. And is that all the news?
That was it.
Yep.
I just want to catch up on some comments here on the game saying Netflix saves a ton of money on their contracts by canceling shows after 3 or 4 seasons. That's good, but if it's entertaining us, you're going to cut it for money reasons.
Yeah, they also waste a lot of money by fucking putting out 3 seasons of stuff that shouldn't have 1 season.
Not for nothing, Netflix. You charge me $20 for my subscription, and then you don't let me share it with anybody. So I think you have plenty of money to go around.
Well, no, they don't.
Shit.
No, they don't actually. I mean, listen, I love them to death. But
True, yeah, probably not. Actually,
you know how much they pay these comedians for these specials? You know how much?
Sure.
They
Yeah, true.
Right, and now everybody else is like, "Yo, I want a special too." So now they out there trying to pay them. You know, not as much as Chappelle, but I guess
they have Dave Chappelle. Kevin Hart does his specials on Netflix too, right? I think.
I mean, he did his last special on Netflix. I believe.
I think he did.
Yeah, his last special was on Netflix.
That's what I'm saying. They got to make a lot.
Yeah, so this is why they're cutting a lot of things, because they got to pay off these big contracts. Because guess what? You know, your service is starting to be a little lackluster, and people are leaving.
And then also, this WB got their new head of DC Studios, Dan Lin, aka their Kevin Feige.
Really?
Good luck with that.
Good.
Let me know how that works out.
Yeah.
Let me know how that works out for you.
Moving on.
We got 3 more. We got a couple more topics.
Go for it.
Roadhouse.
Again?
Oh God.
Yeah. Jack Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake, whatever the fuck is his name. He's fucking
Jake
with my
Boy.
movie.
Jake
Bubble
Gyllenhaal.
Boy. Call him Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy will be
Gyllenhaal.
playing a former UFC fighter in Roadhouse.
That sounds great.
Also, Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Is going to be in this motherfucking movie.
Nice.
And Darian Burnett from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is also going to be in this movie. Movie. All right. Next topic is Hellraiser is going to be on Hulu in October, so the 7th. The movie The Last Halloween is coming out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They are showcasing four brand new turtles that have the same weapons as Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. In the new episode, the new comic, it is 133. It's coming out in October. They're not wearing color, the color specific. They're all wearing gray masks in this one. And everybody knows that in the last issue, the only two turtles that are left is Jenna and Donatello. Those are the only two turtles that are left in this that are coming out. So that's another thing. Jeffrey Dean from The Walking Dead is going to be on The Boys. All right, who wants it first?
Okay, so first of all, the Roadhouse is one of those classic cult movies that I remember seeing, Patrick Swayze back in the day doing this thing. What's my other guy name? Oh man, I can't think of his name. But anyway, when they touch these movies, they're almost always a train wreck. Almost always, because there is no classic delivery, and this is just somebody's way of trying to make a name for themselves off of something that is classic. So we'll take a look at it, and the killer thing about this is this: a lot of these movies are not necessarily bad, but they should have had their own title. They shouldn't be named after a classic movie. You're trying to steal a part of history and then put your own thing on top of it when you could have just gave it its own name and people probably would have said, yo, it's a pretty dope movie. It can't live up to Patrick Swayze. End of story. Don't care what you do. It's not gonna work. Hellraiser. So this is the classic Hellraiser? This is the original?
No, they're coming out with a show.
It's a show.
The Hellraiser as a show. Right.
On Hulu.
Next, Last Halloween. Like, is it me or is there always a last Halloween and then there's another Halloween? There's always the last Halloween, the final Halloween, the end of Halloween, and then there's another Halloween. Like, can we just give Jason the damn day off already? Like, seriously.
Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
Yeah, him too. Like, no. Mike, all of these guys, they need a day off, bro. TMNT, again, to me, this is just somebody else trying to write themselves into the annals of history. There's no reason for you to, reinvent the wheel. The Turtles are who they are for as long as they've been who they've been. But now somebody wants to make their own Turtles, but give them the same weapons. So, homage, right?
Yeah.
Thievery in the story. Jeffrey Dean going to be on The Boys. Listen, at this point, everybody wants to be on The Boys. Have you seen the Hero-gasm episode? Everybody wants to be on The Boys. So why not Jeffrey Dean? You know what I mean? Okay. All right, next.
Wendy's, you want to jump in?
Yeah, let's go. All right, let's start with Chase drop. Negan? Boys?
Yeah.
I think that's a good fit. But just, his role just has to be extremely violent. And that's where he's going to shine. Right? If he gets, be that guy. I don't care if he's a good guy who's like anti-hero-ish, but I just need him to be violent. Okay? And I'm sure the boys will take good care of him. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do with this dude. You know, I mean, when we started the show, like the biggest star on there was like Carl Urban. And, you know, then eventually we got Giancarlo Esposito. But, you know, when it started, it was Carl Urban. So we were like, oh, okay, this dude, we all know him from some stuff. Everybody else is a little lesser known. So, all right, you bringing somebody like Negan on board? Let's go. Let's see what y'all do with that. Crap. Roadhouse.
My name is Jeff.
We've talked about this before a couple shows back. I'm not going to talk about it again. Yeah. Whatever, man. Yo, what's the next one?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out with a new book that's coming. It's going to appear in October.
All right. I mean, look, I love the Turtles and all, but I love the Turtles from the 90s. I didn't read their comics. I ain't going to lie to you. So this ain't no sweat off my sack. I ain't even stressing it, man. Change the Turtles all you want. I stopped liking them a long time ago. No disrespect to Turtle fans out there, but, you know, just not my cup of tea, man. And then the last...
Hellraiser and The Last Halloween.
Hellraiser, man. Again, you know, one of those great things from the past that you're trying to dust off and bring back and probably jack it up. Like, yes. Yo, Pinhead was my dude, man. I like my man, yo. He was good. And I love the cheesy ass special effects they had back in them days because it just made the movies just a bit more enjoyable. And now you're gonna try to dress it up with CGI and say this was the true vision. I don't care about the true vision. I like the vision I got, man. I wear glasses and all, but I see just fine, man. Leave it be. Last Halloween. Again. My daughter Nicole, she loves that. She loves the Halloween series. Ever since she was tiny, that wasn't my fault. Trust me.
That was
I didn't do that. But we both agreed that this movie's gonna suck. I mean, it truly just is. Fans were clamoring for the Laurie Road story in like 1990, right? You know, the original Halloween 2 came out in the 80s or 78 and 80, in the 80s or whatever, man. It was then. 1990 was when you should have did this stuff. You don't wait 24, 25, 30 years and now you want to sit there and like, let's finish telling the story. No. Jason, man, you got me messed up, Chase. Michael Myers is not, he ain't that scary no more, man. Like, I don't know anybody who's going to ever watch this movie and be like, I don't want to go to Halloween. Michael could get me. No, nobody cares. That kid's going to be like, yo, I want that mask. Yo, let's go.
Let's go. Where'd you get that knife?
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. So, the movie's going to suck, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. I will watch it just to, appease my child. Appease myself. I ain't going to lie. I'll watch it, but I know it's going to suck. I ain't going with no expectations. It's going to be trash because the other two were trash. Just leave my damn classics alone, man. I told y'all before, man. These people need to go out, do some acid, do some coke, get some of those good old school drugs, man, and just sit down in your basement and come up with something original. Like, do a movie about the freaky shit you see while you high. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's what I'm saying.
But was it the Rob Zombie? Was the Rob Zombie was the one that he redid it?
The House of Thousand Corpses.
House of Thousand Corpses. Yeah, that's probably like.
Okay, first of all, that's one of the freakiest movies I've ever watched in my freaking life.
I would say that was probably one of
that
the
movie.
I
hate modern. That movie scared the shit out of me.
I don't know.
That was original.
I know.
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna tell you. Go on, Aaron.
All right. I'll start off where you ended. So Halloween ends. I really hope it ends. God, I really hope it's over. And it's no knock on Michael Myers. I love these movies personally, honestly. I have since I was a kid. But at this point, James Courtney, Jamie Lee Curtis, y'all, it's getting too old for this, man. We got to put this shit to bed. It's done. I've been watching Jamie Lee Curtis since she was like, what, in her 40s now, 30s, 40s? And now I don't know how old she is now. I'm not knocking age, but still.
Jamie Lee Curtis is 87 years old, bro.
I mean, come on, man. Like, these movies got to stop.
Yeah.
Hellraiser. I'm just going to steal a line here. Stop fucking with my shit. Like, stop. Just leave it. Hellraiser was fine. You don't have to reboot it. New ideas, new stuff. There's been some cool new stuff that's come out over the past couple of years. Horror. I mean, like, not the past couple of years, but you know, we did a bunch of that. Like you guys said, I enjoyed House of a Thousand Corpses when it came out. I like what was it? Something in the Hills. The Hills Have Eyes. The Hills Have Eyes. Those movies also freak me out. Those movies are horrible. Like, not horrible in a good way. Like, scared the fuck out of me type shit. Like, I would never. I mean, granted, I've never. You know. You're never gonna find me out anywhere like that anyway. But because I'm smarter than that, you know. But even so, like those movies, like there's been some cool shit that's come out, and even like the paranormal stuff that's come out over the past couple of years has been really good. But we gotta stop revamping so much old. Like, I love Jason and Freddy and Michael Myers, but like it's time to like start putting these things to bed, start coming out with new original ideas for Halloweens and stuff like that. And basically, I mean, there's got to be some cool shit floating around out there because, you know, we all just experienced a pandemic and all that stuff. And there's got to be people who are just cooped up in the house coming up with freaky, ridiculous ideas. Got to be floating around out there somewhere.
Yeah, but the problem is you're not taking drugs.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I'm like, it can't be that. Like, listen, if they're willing to finance a remake, then you can finance an original. It's going to cost you a lot. It's like, well, if we slap a new Halloween thing on it, then we get to live off of the legacy. Right. And all you're actually doing is fucking up the brand. You're fucking up the whole, you know, the whole thing. When you could be creating a new. If the movie's that good, let it ride on its own merit. You know what I mean? Like, we don't care if it sort of looks like Halloween-ish, Michael Myers-ish, Jason-ish, but you know, let it live on its own legs.
For real.
You know, you're not fooling any of us, especially who have seen the originals and whatnot. Like, all of these movies all leave iconic statements. You cannot bring that back 30 years later and then think that you're going to recreate that.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So,
I'm not going to talk about Roadhouse because I don't care to. I'm not even going to lie to you. I don't care to talk about it at all. I have nothing to say about that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I kind of agree with Wendell on this. Like, I'm not the biggest. And you guys knock me all the time. I've barely seen any of the original TMNT stuff. Just not my thing. I mean, Change the Turtles doesn't really matter to me. I'll end it with my boy Jeffrey D. Morgan. Let me tell you something. I was a big Walking Dead guy, early to middle-ish Walking Dead. When my man bashed Glenn with that bat, some shit in me died that day. I said, oh, this is a bad motherfucker. Man, bashed his brains out. I said, yo, this dude, let me tell you, adding him to The Boys, bro, The Boys was just already the most gratuitously violent and awful thing that we currently have on any streaming service, in my opinion. You're gonna add him to this? It's like mixing in, I don't even know. It's like putting some evil concoction together. It's just like making a super. It's like making, I don't know. It's gonna be bad.
It's making a fucked up baby.
Yeah, it's like making a really fucked up baby. I mean, like, I expect to Wendell's point. I also think I don't know what they haven't said his role. I'm assuming yet. They just said he signed on. Yeah, whatever role he's gonna play has to be like a psycho. He's got to be crazy because he's so good at it. Like when he was freaking Negan in The Walking Dead, bro. He was the best Negan they ever could have cast for that shit. He just played the role so well. I mean, the problem is that we already have a Homelander, so I'm trying to figure out like how they're gonna counterbalance out a Homelander with you know, like,
and him, yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna work, but they made it work with Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy was really good the last season, honestly. We'll see. You know, it's good. Should be dope. The boys, more gratuitous violence, the better. That's all I have to say.
Yes, sir. The last bit of news that came in late, John Boyega, who played Finn in the Star Wars trilogy, he has no interest of coming back to it. And that's the last of the news.
I'm gonna let the Star Wars heads handle this one.
All right, Wendell, go ahead.
We don't want you back.
That's a good one.
I'm so sorry. We don't want you back, bro. Your character was absolutely pointless. You're pointless. Okay? If you're gonna pick up a lightsaber, do something good with it, please. Okay? That's my thing, right?
And he's also saying that it was allegedly, there was some racism or whatever into it. I have to read the whole article. I have to see the whole story.
We don't want you back.
I don't care. Stay away. I don't know why this isn't the news. Who cares? What? Oh, now you want to pull? Oh, it's racism. Shut up, man. Billy D wasn't complaining about racism back in the day, was he? He was like the only brother in the show too.
Exactly.
And Lando had that fucked up perm on top of it. He had that Al Sharpton before.
I mean, for real, right? But come on, seriously, like, really, who's gonna miss Finn? Who cares about Finn? FN, whatever stupid number he had. I don't care. Stay away from me.
Okay, so I'm gonna slightly disagree with my dude, because I think that is the whole point. Like, nobody cares if he comes back. His role was not iconic. They put him in there, and then because I personally was pissed off, like they put him in there, and he's like running from everything. He's scared of everything. He's like every fight that happens, he's like looking for a fucking exit. So I think that's the point. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, if you're going to give him a character, you're going to set him next to the legacy that is Star Wars, then he's got to have something. Like, damn, can he, be a super engineer? Can he be like, one of those damaged people that fucking turn into a karate master? Can he fucking conjure up powers or something? Can he do something? But no, he's first of all, he fucking joins the freaking Empire, and he fucking leaves the Empire, so he's a deserter now. And now every time there's a fight, he's like looking for the freaking exit. So I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to come back to that shit. Who wants that attached to their legacy? Mind you, he's leaving there to go be part of things like The Woman King. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? The new movie Breaker. Yeah. Let's be a part of those types of things that will lead to other things, because nobody's going to hire, he's the one that played the kid that ran from everything in Star Wars. Who's going to hire him? I wouldn't come back either. So I agree with them. Like, if they're not helping you, then they're definitely hurting you.
He did sign on for this shit. He read those scripts. He agreed to do it.
Yeah, but we know
that's
how
why
that
I don't
you sign the contract, you read the scripts, and then when it's time to shoot, all of a sudden, like, no, we don't want you to fight him. We want you to hit him. We want you to hit him to hit you, and then you fall, and then you run. And you're like, no, but that's not, no. That's what you signed the contract now. So now this is what we want you to do.
Nah, I think they wrote Finn to be a punk all the way through. I don't think they changed that.
Yeah, but we all know when the lens gets on there, you can narrate that story in a certain way. All the characters run at some point. They don't shake in fear, like, oh my God, we got to get out of here, which is like a whole nother level. You know what I mean? It's like, no step and fetch it shit. And I'm with him on that.
Aaron, what you got?
I have nothing.
All right, who on to next?
I have nothing to say about this because I don't watch Star Wars.
Fantastic. He is of no opinion, folks.
I have no opinion.
To the comments.
I'll say one thing. If you're gonna claim racism, I need proof. That's all I have to say about that. If you're gonna claim it, I need to seize proof. I need you to tell me places, people, and things that happened to you that made you say
You gotta
you
go
no
put up
longer
a
want to. Yeah, right. I need
You gotta
to see
go
something.
put up a fight like my
I-
man Cyborg did.
I
You
need
gotta
to
go
see something.
put it
right.
on the
Yeah,
blast.
exactly.
Say,
I need you to blast people.
Disney was racist towards me.
right. That's what I need to see.
Yeah. All right. So that does it for the news, ladies and gents.
Whoopee.
2-minute warning.
Time
Gets
for
it.
three.
Bring it on. Negan is the shit. Negan is the shit.
Right, he
Jeffrey
is.
Jeffrey D. Morgan is freaking crazy.
Bring my guy on.
He is crazy, that man.
Let me tell you something, man. I watched Jeffrey Dean Morgan when he was on freaking Grey's Anatomy. He played Denny. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah.
I liked it too. Played Denny, man. He was cool as shit.
I didn't know we were ever gonna talk about Grey's Anatomy on this show, but here we are.
Find out more about that on the Guilty Pleasures.
There you go with the
Find out more on Mancave and Chill Guilty Pleasures.
that was a layup for the promo, y'all. Layup for the promo.
You're probably not going to look at some of your favorite man cave people the same after that episode.
let me just put this banner up. Shameless plug.
Shameless plug, baby.
Shameless plug.
Oh my god!
It is what it is.
No, we're done with news for the day.
Yep.
News is done. I think. Leo, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I just
All
keep
right.
cutting in and out. I don't know what the
News?
hell is happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Cut off
Yeah,
for a
we're done with news.
So, are we starting with House of the Dragon or She-Hulk? Where are we going first?
Let's end it with She-Hulk.
I rolled the dice.
And end with She-Hulk? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, let's do the
top-
House of the
Topic
Dragon.
change, drink.
Yes.
Man.
All right, let's round table this
So-
bitch.
The House of the Dragon, episode 1 reaction.
Yo.
Who saw it? Who wants to talk about it?
I'm gonna jump in because I'm kind of last on the table when it comes to this. First of all, Game of Thrones did not catch me. I tried to watch it like 2 or 3 times. I just couldn't get hooked into it. And I know sometimes with me, like I have to wait till like the following year to watch it. But I said I was gonna get House of the Dragons early. It's dope. It's dope. The story kind of developed a little slow, but once it got moving, like, you know, the gratuitous violence is all of that. You know, didn't mind seeing the dragons. We do know somebody is about to get their ass kicked this season. Somebody about to get their... Listen, anytime families fight for power, it's on. It's on, man. Like,
Oh my god!
forget people in the street. Nobody goes harder than the person who lives with you. You're fighting over the orange juice in the refrigerator. Like, it's dope. The CGI is good. Costumes are good. Dialogue is winning. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. House of Dragons is definitely a winner on me.
Oh my god! What I liked about the episode is the fucking it was like a Knight's Tale, the horseback with the lances.
Oh, the Lances. Yeah.
Yo, when they got with the jousting, when they got off the motherfucking horse, actually went to fucking blows with each other.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yo, you got my man literally. My man with the ball and chain with the spikes
Yo,
on
the
it.
mace. Yeah,
The mace.
Yeah, with the mace. Yo, listen.
When he hit this motherfucker in the face with this shit, oh,
Bro. Listen, man.
I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
That
And the thing is,
Hamburger meat all right here.
what?
That's
Hamburger meat.
That's some brutal ass shit, bro. When you
Yo,
somebody in
man.
the face with that,
Dude, and then you with full body armor, full fucking armor, and this motherfucker is hitting you this hard that this shit is going through the armor and making your face into hamburger.
yeah.
And then you just got off of finished jousting. You're running at each other with 2 horses, full speed, with a big ass pointy stick. And you tell me your ass is going to get up with another 150 pounds worth of fucking metal on you and going to go into and fight somebody and be like, hey, you know what? I want to punch you dead in your face with this big ass metal fucking shit.
Let's not talk about the impact when they knock your ass off of the horse with that damn thing. You're like going, I would imagine, somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 to 40 miles an hour on the damn horse, and you stop and hit the ground.
An abrupt stop.
Instant concussion has to be.
Did you watch it, Aaron?
I didn't.
Did not.
I tried to watch it last night, but I couldn't get it to work on my Fire Stick because I refuse to play HBO Max.
DC affiliated. I get you.
Yeah, that exactly. Yeah, I'm not paying for HBO Max.
So I will start my I'll just start my review with a lot of disappointment. Everyone here knew what I was coming into this looking for.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. He was gonna be bad about that.
What did we not get?
These motherfuckers don't do a little flashback. I don't care if they do some Wayne's World. I don't give a shit. They need to go back and show me Valerian the Dread in action.
Oh my god!
Wait, would it be a flash forward though? Because it's a prequel.
No. Valerian the Dread was.
It's before.
It was one of the bigger, like one of the biggest dragons there was.
Okay.
And I wanted to see him alive, so they didn't go back as far as I would like. I do love the fact they got some respect around him. You know, he's up on a little platform and candle. You know, go down there and they look for him because he was that dragon. However, the other dragons are pretty cool too. I'm into this show. I am so ready for this thing to go down. The thing, of course, we love the violence. I love hamburger meat. Like, like for Leo, like we watched the first, we watched we watched Game of Thrones. Like, whenever the mountain was on screen, bro, I was like, yes, he's gonna fuck somebody up. And he never disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Never disappointed.
Not once.
Even when he killed Mandalorian, like I was like, what? I wanted Mandalorian to win, but I was like, yeah. But I'm more so into this for the story. I'm interested in this treachery and what's gonna come of, like the hand. Something wrong with the hand of the king, bro. He got some shit up his sleeve. Listen.
My man. He's fucked up. He went to send his daughter.
He
sent his daughter to mess around with the king, my dude.
What is that about? But that's that's how things rocked out, man. Like my man was like straight, man, go see him.
Ain't
go see him.
And this motherfucker said, okay, all right, I'm gonna fucking spoil it. This is a heavy spoiler fucking episode. The king is trying to have a baby with his new wife to leave an heir.
You don't want to talk about this dirt, son.
This chick is pregnant and the baby can't come out. So they perform a C-section. Back in those days. The king had to choose. The guys, the head doctor or whatever, told him, we can perform this. If we don't do this, we're going to lose the mother and the child. The guy said we can save the mother and cut out the child, or save the child and let the mother die. This motherfucker chose the boy's son.
He didn't even know it was a boy. So my man was straight rolling the dice on that. Like he had there was no sonograms back then, bro. There was no witch there talking about, yes, it is a boy. No, my man straight just was like, all right, save the kid.
Chase, you're muted again.
A damn gremlin.
I've seen so many cuts on Friday the 13th. Like, bro, like she's just laying there. They just like drag her by her ankles to the middle of the bed and just literally. So first of all, if you know anything about childbirth, you know that they have to cut that little bone in the pelvis. So there's no anesthesia. the metal,
no milk in a poppy or nothing. Damn.
Whatever they're using to cut
they give her enough not to kill the baby. That's what's fucked up.
You're gonna cut the baby out anyway, man. You might as well dope her up. She ain't got to suffer through all of that, man.
Bro, listen, they
don't
call it medieval for nothing.
I guess
that scene was rough.
This place don't exist.
And they said they had to cut down that scene because one of the midwives threw up during that scene.
One of the actresses threw up. Oh,
One of the actresses
Did
threw
you
up
not know
because,
what you were signing on for.
Ew, what?
dude, the scene was. They said one of the king that plays the king. He said that scene was cut. It was cut because it was too gory.
Yikes.
Well,
Dude, I was like, what the fuck? When I read that, I was like, how much gory could you get? You got a man choosing his son that he didn't even know was going to be a boy. It came out to be a boy, and then the baby fucking dies too with the mother.
that is wild out. So, like I said, I'm very interested in how this thing goes because now, my man apologized to his daughter, and so yeah, my bad, Joe. I didn't mean to overlook you, shorty. I ain't mean to overlook you, girl. Now he going to groom her, and I love how how it ended, and they started showing you those flash forwards, man. Like we're gonna see the growth of this child, into a woman. Like, I'm like, let's go. I'm ready, man.
What do we think about these comments? So all in the game says that ain't violence by Game of Thrones standards. Ooh.
I mean, they haven't gotten in. No, he's not lying.
Yeah.
He ain't lying. Listen, man.
He is not lying. He is
The
not lying.
the first episode of Game of Thrones, bro. Like, niggas was getting beheaded. You know what I'm saying? In the most coldest way possible. Like, literally, man. Like, my man's words was, he passes the center, swings the sword. It was like, what? You deserter. What? Did y'all? And then, he brought his kids to watch him do that. Okay?
Oh, nice.
He had all his children sitting there like, watch me work.
And then they had,
working.
but then in the episode it was kind of violent though, because you had the guys that were acting like the cops, the brother of the king. He formed a new guard, the king's the gold coats. These motherfuckers went out to the whole town, took every rapist, murderer, thief, and chopped off their tongues, their dicks, and their hands.
They had a cart.
Yeah.
A cart of body parts, okay?
They had a cart. To tote it back to the castle.
Yeah. What?
Just so you know, that's what you call justice served.
I have to watch Game of Thrones. I have to go back and watch.
You got to watch something, bro. One of them is just watch.
I know. I'm going to.
You got to watch this, dude, because when the motherfucker went into the meeting with the king, this motherfucker still had blood on him from the night before.
Just chilling.
He was just chilling. He was like, "Oh,
what's the problem?"
He was like, "What's the problem?" He was like, "What the problem is? There were rapists, murderers, thieves, and killers."
Yeah.
We got Abel on the check-in. Dragons, baby. Also, they did that woman wrong by cutting her up like that. My man said, "Air for a day."
Yo, I didn't even get to that. Bro. I didn't even get to that, son.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what he's talking about? Same dude who was sitting up in the meeting. It's the king's brother. My man went to the whorehouse. Yo, my man just was up in there with the guns, like he had all of his He had all his boys up in there. He bought out the place. It's hoes for everybody. Everybody drink. My man made a speech, and my man dubbed his nephew that passed away air for a day, because that kid was born like Lion King, right? Simba's born, knocked Scar right out of the line of succession. He is the younger brother, so my brother died. Guess what? I'm the king. Oh shit, he had a kid. Damn, the kid died. Woo! So my man went out and celebrated, and he dubbed his dead nephew, man, air for a day. And then, of course, he had to answer for that later on. But it's Game of Thrones, so we're gonna see.
The whorehouse scene. My man says, one of his soldiers say, "The new king is gonna speak." Meanwhile, this motherfucker is he's getting head, and he has a chick on his face.
Yo, real.
It definitely was real. Definitely different, bro.
Yeah, it is something different, man.
By the way, Abel, I would just like to say, those of us that can't make the podcast should not talk shit in the comments. Secondly, I had 3 seasons of Stranger Things to catch up on before the Stranger Things event next week. So literally Sugma, because I'm already almost gone.
Oh! I really feel Aaron up in the building.
That's shoot.
just firing shots.
Abel's gonna get a headbutt next time I see him for talking shit in the comments.
Oh my god.
Word. So in a nutshell, bro.
This freaking guy. I hate him.
In a nutshell, bro, I'm loving this show, and I can't wait to Sunday. Hopefully, HBO, if you're listening. I'm gonna do it one last time for the podcast.
HBO, let me hear something.
Fix your shit.
You can't sit there and be like, we're gonna put out the prequel to Game of Thrones here, House of the Dragon, and your servers can't handle the amount of people that are logging on to watch your show. Did you not know that everyone wanted to watch this on Sunday? Yo, bro, literally, my app crashed on every TV in my house.
Oh, their servers crashed.
Well, yes, but I went to every TV in my house, and it was 19 times that I attempted to watch this show on Sunday night. And you know how pissed off I was that I could not watch my joint? Let me tell you something. My wife was ready to watch. You know how hard it is to get her to watch some like violent shit with me?
God damn it.
She was ready. We was gonna have ice cream and some little cakes, like, bro. And your shit don't work. And your shit don't work, bro. Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
Do you guys know what this right means?
Let me see. What's this, Abel? Talking a lot of original Game of Thrones since the show came out. I don't know, Abel. You need to be here to explain yourself, sir.
By the way,
bold prediction might end up being better than the original series. I don't know.
Nah.
I don't know about
I don't know, bro.
One episode ain't gonna do it, bro.
And you're already fucked up. You don't even have the King of Dragons on there. Like, no. I could have gave it that.
That's good because I hate you too, Abel. So that's good. I'm glad you hate yourself because I hate you too.
so my app worked perfectly. I didn't have any issue at all. Though. Just saying.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it's just Texas.
Maybe it's just Texas.
Damn Texas servers and shit.
Everything's breaking down over there, man.
I ain't gonna front. That's probably true. It probably true. I don't know. It might.
I don't know.
All right. So,
any last words about House of the Dragon before we move on?
Nah.
Listen, I promise you guys, I will catch up and be ready for an episode 2 reaction next week. I promise. You have my word. Yeah, I will for sure. Because I'm done with Stranger Things after like 2 more days. So
2 more days.
2 more days. I got like 3 episodes left.
All right, bro. We holding you to that, man. You just
hold me to it. I'll be back.
Saturday, Sunday. So that means you watching 2. That's Friday and Saturday. You gotta watch 2 episodes on Sunday.
Yeah, I got you.
I hope the weather's cold in New York because I know how y'all be like to be outside.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
We're not going nowhere.
Mowing the lawn and stuff.
Timestamp for when this is better than the original. Abel, are you drinking? You're definitely drinking tonight, aren't you?
Must be.
You have to be drinking. There's no way you're not.
After the first episode, you can't call this the first. You can't, after one episode, you're gonna call this better than the whole or every season of Game of Thrones? Nah, man, can't do that.
I mean, we ain't counting.
Exactly. You gotta come better with that one. You gotta definitely come better with that one.
All right. On that note, topic change. We're gonna move on to the lady of the hour, Miss She-Hulk. Right. So, She-Hulk episode 2, 29 minutes long. Let's start there, Disney, because I'm fucking mad. Anyway.
Oh, go ahead, start there.
Okay, let's start there.
Let's get it.
I don't want to see 9 episodes if they're only going to be 29 minutes apiece. All you're doing is taking 6 episodes and stretching them out a little bit longer. This is not what we wanted when we said we wanted more episodes, Disney Plus. We didn't ask for this. Does anybody disagree with that take?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That's what I thought.
I'm definitely on board with that one.
Bullshit.
Definitely very slow for episode number 2. You usually don't get that really slow drug down episode until you get to like the episode before the climax. So hopefully they're doing that to get it out of the way, although I do understand that it is a building block.
Sure.
Like she is a new character, and we are looking at her origin. So if you think about it as a movie, this is technically the first act, right? So we get 9 episodes. So first 3 episodes is the first act. So it's telling that baseline story, let you know where she's coming from, what she's about to do. So I'm okay with that. I'm cool with it. A lot of cool things in the episode. So that kind of made up for it. But when it ended at 29 minutes, I was kind of like, what? Word?
Right. Exactly.
That's like having a really nice drink and all of a sudden you're done.
Wendell,
I just started.
And I don't know if you saw, but I was telling Leo this before that I think you weren't on in the live yet, but supposedly this episode was 40 minutes, but they cut 11 minutes out of it at the very last minute, like just pre-production. For some reason, that's the rumor going around, is that they cut 11 minutes out. Nobody knows why, but it's like a big rumor going around.
All right, I'm gonna let it go. Say that I'm, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna watch the show. Take all these shows for what they are. We'll talk shit about them when they suck. We'll praise them when they're good. But it is Feige, and in Feige I trust.
For sure.
I'm sure that he will, lead us to some kind of promised land at some point.
Oh, Leo got something. Leo's
Fuck
mad.
that shit.
Leo's mad. I'm gonna say he's mad.
He's about to turn into the Hulk. Hold on.
All right.
I mean, the Hulk is Dominican now, so
it straight is, right?
Kevin Feige is a goat. Don't get me wrong. All right, you're fucking teasing me with these 29 fucking minute episodes. I don't want to see an end credit scene where this bitch is hanging up a flat screen. I'm sorry, I don't want to see that shit.
Not wrong.
He's
Come
not.
on,
He really
man.
is. He really is.
Not wrong.
Come on, man.
I leave the unfettered anger for him.
And you got fucking Abomination, fucking being all fucking guru-y and fucking all this bullshit about her being a fucking lawyer.
That's the con,
like,
son. That's the con.
I understand it's the con, but you're a fucking idiot. This show, this episode was a fucking say, okay, pull, pow, fucking kill it. This episode should have never fucking happened. Never fucking happened. And then you telling me you got her talking to fucking Bruce, telling her that, she's just blabbing the fuck off, like, blah, 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 I want to take this case. And you got fucking Bruce talking his shit. Come on, man. There was only 2 good parts of this whole fucking episode. That's it.
Well,
what were they?
Wait. I was gonna say, hold on, wait. Let's get this out of the way now, because I'm gonna say one thing. If you guys disagree with this take, please tell me. So far, I know we got on a little bit of a tangent last week because we were excited. Oh, She-Hulk. When she turns into She-Hulk, she looks really hot. It accentuates the curves, blah, blah, right? We did all that, okay? Mancave101 Podcast. Understand. We passionate. We're here. This is what we do every week, right? Y'all don't like it. It is what it is. Who we are. The pacing of this show through 2 episodes has been fucking awkward. Let's call it what it is. The pacing has been tremendously awkward. It's very weird that we went through a whole origin thing in the first episode, and then it awkwardly cut off after the court case in episode 1, and then it picked back up awkwardly in episode 2 and jumped to her losing her job and getting a job all in the same episode, and it was only 29 minutes long, and in the middle of all the 29 minutes we got Easter eggs that were actually cooler than the fucking episode itself was.
Yeah.
How what why how why
That
what
just-
are we doing?
It's what you call a fucked up editing process.
100%. It's got to be, right?
Because you're not lying. The pacing is
It's
awful.
awkward.
And it does make it a bit uncomfortable when you're watching. Like, wait, how did we get there? Why are we there? Oh, good Lord.
Right. Exactly.
You know.
That being said, wait. Leo, do you have something? Go ahead. Do you have something to say about the pacing?
It's just I want to know who the fuck edited it. Who's doing the editing in this fucking show?
You gotta watch it. Gotta watch the end credits.
You gotta watch that.
I'm gonna watch the end credits. I'm gonna watch the end credits, and next week, whoever's editing these fucking show, I'm gonna ream you for the whole fucking review we have for the third episode. I'm gonna ream you next week. As soon as I find out, I'm gonna find your name and I'm gonna put you right there with fucking Shikaka. You're gonna be sitting right there, right under his ass.
God damn.
Not Shikaka.
Hold on, man.
Oh no, not Shikaka.
Where you at on this, Chase? Man, we haven't heard you yet.
Chase, I was gonna say we haven't heard you. Do you have anything to say about the pacing?
Because I am trying to give She-Hulk a chance.
Okay.
I told you guys from the door. What did I call this? Sex in the City for superheroes. And it's exactly what this shit is turning out to be.
Mm-hmm.
After you, and much like Sex in the Cities, after you get past the sexiness of the three main characters, you're like, what in the fuck is going on here? What the hell are they talking about? Why are they talking about this? Why is this such a hard thing to do? And the pace is screwed up because they're literally scenes that don't go with scenes. It's like, how the hell do we get here? Why is this part of the conversation just injected in? Somebody is spending a little bit too much time trying to make sure this is a 30-minute series rather than saying, hey, let this go so that it makes sense. So at this point, I'm trying to reserve my comment because I want to give this a chance. I did the same thing with WandaVision. I almost didn't watch past the second one because I was like, okay, y'all went on some crazy avant-garde, tangent and whatnot. I was reasonably satisfied with it by the end. So I'm trying to give She-Hulk, some chance to okay. But it's a bad ride in a car with 2 donuts and 1 wheel going dead.
We had one of those in episode 1 though. There was a bad car crash in episode 1.
It was a fucking car crash. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, I mean, all right. So let's do it this way. How about this? Let's talk about the 3 main. I'm going to talk about the 2 Easter eggs and the main side thing that we got, and let's start there, and then we'll kind of break down from there, right? Okay. So she's on her laptop at her place with her friend, and there's 2 headlines on the computer. If y'all didn't see it, y'all got to go back and watch, but we're spoiling it for you anyway. The first one says, man fights with metal claws in a bar brawl. If you're not a Marvel fan and you've been living under a rock, the guy who gets in a bar brawl with adamantium claws is called Wolverine. So
the reason I wore the shirt.
I guess let's start there and say, do we think Wolverine's coming sooner than we think? Is Kevin Feige just going to keep throwing X-Men Easter eggs at us in every show from now until 2025 Is that what we're going with? What do we think?
Yes, I agree with all of that.
Kevin Feige's not going to do nothing. Kevin Feige he's the king of Easter eggs, dude. He's the GOAT of this shit. So what he's doing right now is just saying, okay, here's a little tidbit. Here's a little snack. Here's a little snack. Like we always say, you have to watch all this Marvel content to get a little piece of something. And Feige, this is what he does. He's known for this shit.
Because you'll fuck around later on and have She-Hulk show up talking to Wolverine. You'd be like, the hell they know about each other?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You read an article.
I think I was going to say, I think the reason why maybe people are maybe reading too into this, I understand that it was on her laptop and it was definitely intentional that was zoomed in so you could see it, right? Obviously. But she didn't mention it. So I think it's literally just there to make you think. Because remember, we got the Miss Marvel show. Kudos, Miss Marvel show. Very good. Again, we've said it multiple times. I enjoyed it. I think we all enjoyed it. Yeah. We got the little in that show. And now we get a little Wolverine teaser in this second episode already. I think and now I know y'all have heard, wasn't in the nerdy news this week, but we've all kind of already been on the back burner hearing, oh, Marvel's not doing anything with mutants until 2025 at this point because the contracts from the previous Fox regime have to expire, and then we can't do anything, blah, 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 blah. So at this point, Kevin Feige and all of them are just trying to give us little tidbits leading into 2025. So, like, part of me thinks the fact that it wasn't mentioned, it wasn't clicked on, anything like that in the episode, just leads me to think every show that we get from here on out is just going to be little, what's this little meme, this dude? Little mutant things, little mutant tidbits
little
here and there, little sprinkles that we're just going to get here and there. And, you know, I mean, there's no mistaking man fights him with metal claws and bar. We know who that is. Listen, at D23, if you don't tell us who the fuck Wolverine is, don't talk to me about it again until next year. God damn it.
Listen, at the end of the day, you know, don't expect anything exciting out of this.
No.
They're mentioning all of these different things, and it's meant to keep their names popping around. But at the pace of this show and the way that they have constructed and edited, do not expect anything great.
No.
When Titania showed up in the court last episode, I was like, okay, this is not going to work, you know. And I think there's just going to be more of this. You know what I mean? The show just really has a lot of lackluster. I don't know if there's, you know, better plans down the road to do something with her, but you know, Sex in the City for superheroes is so far like shit. And it's fun. It's just like.
Did anybody else have anything to say about the man with the claws in the bar before I move on to the next one? Go ahead. I know you probably got something to say.
You got to understand that this. Who's gonna see that, right? Who's gonna see that? Man with metal claws and a bra bra. It's us, right? Those little things are in there for us. It's for the nerds who are gonna nitpick and pick out every single thing that took place and that happening, and they said this and he said that. Did you see that in the background? Those are those nice little fan service things that every Marvel movie does, and that's what I appreciate. They give us things to look forward to. They haven't failed us yet. I'm sure there's tons of things that took place in the back that we have not even haven't realized yet. But yeah, I like the fortune telling, and I like the little, them little jewels just dropping. Yeah, Sex in the City is an Ally McBeal with a green lady in it. I get it. But we got to get through it, man. No matter what.
Leo, this is your boy Wolverine we're talking about here. Come on, man. You got to have something to say about it. This is your guy.
Ain't nobody bigger Wolverine fan than me.
We know.
But I am not going to get excited until I know who's playing Wolverine.
True.
If they fuck up my character. Everybody on this podcast has a favorite character. Wolverine happens to be my favorite character. Fox got it right with fucking Hugh Jackman. Point blank, period. Now, you're trying to find somebody else to fit into this man's shoes. Instead of making an X-23 movie and giving me that, and giving me that excitement and that fun that's in it, you're gonna give me a new actor for Wolverine. Okay. Tell me who the actor is. And then from that point on, that's when I'm going to get excited. Because I know if they fuck this up, I'm going to go ballistic.
But what if the dude does good?
I was going to say, what if he's good?
If he's good, I have to see it.
Exactly.
He has big shoes.
It's big shoes to fill. It's big shoes to fill.
Dude, it's the same thing it's the same thing with T'Challa, Black Panther, and fucking T'Challa and Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fill those shoes are almost unfillable.
Nah, you can't fill those shoes.
Yeah, they almost felt that way about Jack Nicholson's Joker too, right?
True.
And you see what we got.
Yeah,
how many years since Jack Nicholson's Joker did we get?
This is true too.
Yeah, but listen, it's like all things. After a certain point,
You have to.
You know, you have to. The audiences will be ready to see something new and whatnot. That's why I said in the beginning they were smart about not trying to fill those shoes with Black Panther immediately. Give the audiences some time to mourn, some time to live with it, and then after a while they'll be ready to put somebody else in the suit and whatnot. So
I'm still fucking mourning, goddammit.
some people are going to mourn forever, and we understand that.
You are in the minority.
But,
They'll be okay without your $15.
At this point, I think that they have to do something exciting, and they have to. These are major characters. You can't just drop, whoever's popular in the suit. I'd rather you bring somebody that we've never heard of, who completely brings it, and rather than you just choosing, all the girls love him, so we're gonna put him in the suit because it's just gonna kill it and whatnot.
So I want to bring up. I'm gonna say so. All right, let's do this one first. The other little tidbit that we got in that related article screen on the right hand side was, this is a very little one, so we might not have to go super into it, but why is there a giant statue of a man sticking out of the ocean? So obviously that's a direct tie back to the Eternals.
Yep.
Right.
So now we're finally getting that. We've all heard Eternals 2 is a thing, and there's a director already. Does anybody have anything to say about that? I mean, I just thought, okay, cool. So we're getting a tie back to Eternals 2, because there really hasn't been any mention about a giant fucking man sticking out of the ocean in the middle of nowhere in Marvel since the Eternals. So it's a little.
It looks like okay, the Eternals.
Right.
Was that a very well received movie?
No, not really.
By the masses? I mean, the nerds love it. The nerds like it.
Charles loved that movie.
Yeah. So the nerds love it.
It wasn't a bad movie. It
wasn't a bad movie. I loved it. I thought it was great. I enjoyed seeing that story.
It was.
But it makes sense, and it ties them into the current world, right? So you're not. I mean, they talked about Captain America and Thanos and all that other stuff during the movie, but you kind of almost felt like, are they a part of this? Where do they sit? Well, we have a giant statue in the middle of the goddamn ocean now. And everybody know about it, so it's real. I think it just brings them into the MCU, wholeheartedly. We gotta, get some kind of drop in a movie for it to cement, probably, because again, who is reading all of these articles on her laptop? Not the common viewer, not the person who was like, "Girl power, go She-Hulk, yay!" They're not doing that. We're doing it, but like I said. I love the tidbits. I love those little breadcrumbs. Bring it all together. Bring it all home.
Yeah.
I just can't say it enough. There is so much information, and the further we go, the more management of that information is going to be a problem for Marvel. There's so many stories overlapping, characters overlapping, and now you've created the MCU where characters die, but they don't have to necessarily be dead in other dimensions, and now you got to tie that together. So I don't know. They must have a damn computer that is keeping track of all this, because I'm already lost. You know what I mean?
Same. That's a lot.
And then it's not even that it's just happening in the movies. It's in the movies. It's on the streaming platforms. In the animated version. It's just getting to a point where it's so crazy that if you miss one episode of anything, it might be big. Not to mention, all of the after post scenes. You get up, go to the bathroom because you see credits come back, and then there was 30 seconds of something that's going to relate to something that you didn't even know. The management of this is becoming a problem. I think that they have to be careful of wearing out their audiences and their viewers with this stuff. I think it was dope when the Avengers and Iron Man and all these guys had this stuff. But now some of the post scenes aren't even climactic. They just, it just happen.
They're just goofy.
You know what I mean? It just happened where it's just like, he gets up and you just hear Spider-Man flush the toilet. Like, okay, well, what the hell is that? Is that an Easter egg? Flush the toilet went to another dimension? Like, what the hell happened? Like, they've got to get a hold of this thing and keep hold of it. She-Hulk could be absolutely dope. I think that she probably should have been a little younger and a little wilder, because I think that would have added. Mrs. Marvel as a character is not exciting, but when you take this young girl who is a teenager who's wild and ready to do whatever, and you mix this in, it makes it interesting because they're willing to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But when this is a grown woman who's a lawyer, they don't really talk much about what she's doing with law, and then supervillains just bust in the middle of her closing presentations, and then there's a weird fight. Some of the CGI stuff looks real crappy, and that's supposed to really make me tune in next week.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
my fault.
No, you're okay, bro. It happens.
I'm glad you went instead of me this time. That's all I care.
Okay. Let's jump to the third. It's not really Easter egg, but I guess the third biggest side takeaway from this, and it's the scene where she's talking to Bruce, and then we find out that Bruce is actually in the ship on his way back to Sakaar.
My man gotta go to child support court. What you talking about, son? He got that summons in the mail, bro. He got to go.
They always tend to find you. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what you're
no matter what, yo. You can jump to a new planet, bro. They gonna find you.
We gonna find you
out the damn galaxy, bro.
It don't matter, son. Child support.
This son of Sakaar came home. They found his ass.
I mean, so obviously we all know there's been rumors circulating World War Hulk is coming, blah, blah, blah. This was going to be my thing that I was going to say to you guys. So obviously we can get into the Bruce Banner thing and Hulk thing separately, and Sakaar and his son and all of that, because we all know that seems like it's inevitable at this point, right? I also think this might have a tie into the Wolverine thing. This was my thought when I heard everything, right? So I don't think it's I don't think Marvel ever does anything that isn't done purposely. So in the same episode of She-Hulk, we get Bruce leaving to Sakaar, and then I found out today, amid my research, that Marvel doesn't really have the rights to Bruce Banner for another year to do a solo Hulk film, right? Okay. So now we're hearing about World War Hulk in the future. In the same episode, we get a tie-in to Wolverine. Okay, so that's another year. So World War Hulk, we're getting tidbits of Wolverine. Is Marvel going to hit us in the face with Wolverine versus Hulk at some point in the MCU?
What if?
It's a what if.
Y'all don't think live action?
No. Give me what if. I want the what if. I want the what if first.
No way. I'm telling you, they're going to do it. Those things are done purposely. I'm telling you right now.
The thing is, with the fight with Wolverine, that's Wolverine and the Hulk and the what if issue is one of the most popular ones.
Sure, of course.
So that's the one that they're gonna, if they do it this year on what if, it's gonna fucking ring bells.
It would go nuts, honestly.
So if I say, since they don't own the rights to the Hulk for another year, and they're finally getting everything squared away with Fox and everything Universal for the X-Men and Wolverine.
Another year, the same timing, basically.
The same timing.
So
that's why they're not. That's why the X-Men project is still until 2025.
Right.
So they're not gonna, unless it's an animated series, they're not gonna put them on a live action screen yet.
True.
Because you know what kind of craziness that would bring out into everybody.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think you're like reaching for stars there.
I thought the timing was just, it's weird, and I don't think Marvel does anything coincidentally. You know what I mean at this point?
But for me, that's a lot of putting it together.
Yeah, for me, if you're gonna do that, then you've got to have like some exceptional fight scenes, setups. Sure. If there's like the
animation, I mean the CGI for that
has to be crazy.
It's gonna be absolutely crazy. You know what I mean? It has to be crazy. And the one thing that you have to do at this point is get everybody reacquainted with the Hulk, get everybody reacquainted with Wolverine, and then you have the meat. there's no build up at this point, not for either character.
Well,
So-
I was more so saying future. I wasn't saying like this year, next year. I was saying like it's just coincidental to me that the timing of the Fox contracts and the Bruce Banner and the Hulk contract
It's
seem
all
to come up
tying in.
back to back. You know what I mean? Like that to me, that whole thing, like to Leo's point, a what if with them would also go crazy because what if was good by itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you do a what if with them, that would also be absolutely insane.
That's the one
The
of that.
animation and all that, it would be nuts.
That's the one what if that I'm waiting for.
What if the Hulk met some crazy little Canadian?
I mean, listen. At this point, I'll just say this. So forget about the Wolverine and Hulk thing for a second. Let's put that on the back burner. The World War Hulk stuff.
Oof.
I for one cannot wait to have a violent Hulk back in the MCU. Because the only smidge of violence that we got was the Avengers movies when he started popping off on robots and giant creatures coming out of and even that was like reserved for the goddamn Hulk. You know what I'm saying? This is a
I gotta disagree. The most Hulkish move he did was punch that big ass Leviathan thing in the face.
Yeah. That's what
That was
I'm
the
saying. That's what I'm
most.
saying.
That was it. That was it. After that, everything else was just corny.
That scene of I'm always angry, and then just turn around and just mollywop that thing. That was the most Hulk we've gotten ever.
Yeah, that's
to this point in the MCU.
I mean, just that bit. That was it. After that,
it.
It wasn't really hulking. He was just running around, beating up cars and crap.
But I, you know what though? I appreciate a no show better than a whack show, because if they're still waiting to get the rights back, I don't want them, faking. The Hulk is good Lord, one of the most favorite characters
100%
in Marvel. So if he can't get on the screen and tear the shit out of stuff, I don't want to see it. World War Hulk has to be absolutely savage. I don't if they fuck around and throw this thing to Disney, I may not watch it. World War Hulk has to be savage.
Mm-hmm.
It belongs in the movie theater.
That's not a small screen fucking movie.
That's not a small screen movie.
That is definitely not a fucking small screen movie.
Didn't they already say a 2-part movie potentially? A 2-part World War Hulk movie?
A World War Hulk movie could literally be a 3-part movie.
I'm assuming
they're not going to do 3.
I mean,
they could do 3. I mean, Thor got 4 movies, right?
Exactly. You know what I mean? You're talking about one of the best sagas in Hulk is World War Hulk.
Everything has to be, that's stars align in business, right?
And there's so much you can just
everybody has to love
that story that will stretch it. You know what I mean?
Everybody has to love it. Because if they don't see no ROI in it, they're not going to do it.
Right. Exactly.
Right? They'll give you one, but if it don't blow up, they ain't going to do it again.
Well, listen, if it's not savage, you can forget it anyway. Because that's what no one's coming to see World War Hulk and see Bruce Banner's brain in the Hulk. No one's coming to see that shit. Bro.
Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, everybody wants the gratuitous violence in that movie. I want to see blood in his hands. I want to see blood in his teeth. I want to see everything, and I want to see Hulk be almost as big as a 2-story building.
And it could be space alien blood, we'll go for that. You know what I mean?
I want real motherfucking blood. This is World War Hulk.
Real space alien blood. He's not fighting, on Earth.
And you guys got me thinking that with Disney now, they're starting to go rated R. They're going more adultish. They could do it.
I'm not going for it.
I don't think it's gonna, because he is the Hulk.
Yeah.
Right. And
big draw.
You can't take
big
6-year-old to see World War Hulk.
Yeah,
the way that World War Hulk
big draw.
That's got to be crazy. And plus he has to redeem himself from freaking Endgame. He's got to redeem himself, bro.
No.
Listen, once the Hulk hits that screen in full form, a lot of other characters may not get any attention, to be honest. Especially if he hits that screen the way he's supposed to hit that screen. Listen, it might be a reemergence of the Hulk everywhere.
I mean, it's so tough because I heard a lot of different viewpoints today that really caught my attention. And like honestly, one of them was they'll give the Hulk like one last hurrah. He'll get like a really good send off because Mark Ruffalo's not going to want to be the character forever either, one would assume, right? And then they're like, oh, he's going to pass the torch to She-Hulk, and then also with this whole thing, they're going to bring in Scar. Or how do you say his son's name? Scar. Yeah. Scar. And then it's like, oh, he's gonna just pass the mantle over to Scar and She-Hulk, and then they'll take over the Hulk mantles from there. And then it'll be, like the Hulk will be killed after World War Hulk Volume 2 or whatever. And I'm
the thing is, we still have Manifesto to deal with.
That's what I'm saying. And also, I mean,
I'm good with never seeing Banner again.
And I was gonna say, and the truth of the matter is, if Mark Ruffalo disappears and doesn't want to be it, who will care if we get the original Hulk back? Because the original Hulk basically says Hulk smash, and that's the end.
Right.
They brought the Bruce Banner brain to Hulk so that Mark would have more stuff to say.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is, do we care? Because honestly, if the Dominican Hulk is not working with Iron Man and working with the Fantastic Four on some big, project with radiation, and we got to build a massive weapon, I wouldn't give a damn. Like, they can CGI that Hulk, just let him run wild
all day.
So Mark can, go skip off to the beach. Like, who cares?
I want to CGI Leo's face onto a Hulk body, and then I want a comic book bubble saying Kalo K as it's in a tank top.
Somebody out there get that done.
If anybody knows anybody, let me know. I'll pay good money for it.
Somebody get that done.
But he has to be drinking marijuana. That's what
of course. Of course.
But bring it back to the episode. I did like to see him talk about, his fight with Abomination.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie. I literally laughed. My man was like, that fight was years ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was a different person. And then my man said, literally. I was like, yeah, you literally were.
Yeah, you literally were a different person. That was funny. I
laughed at that. I thought it was hilarious that they even talked about that.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's the only three things that we got out of this one episode.
Yeah, that's it. Look, it gives you this is
details, bro.
This was it. It was the details.
I understand
the
Abomination details. I get it.
The dude set her up because now the information's out there that this dude escaped. Even though he really did escape, but he didn't really escape because he got back in the damn cell.
You have to
no harm, no foul, man. He got back in, right?
You have to figure if we're going chronologically here, right? The next episode after this would probably feature more Abomination and that little preview we got in the trailer of him actually turning into Abomination in the cell, right? That's probably the next one. And then we're also probably going to get the Wong showing up in her office in this next episode too. I'm just saying chronologically, that's where it would seem like this episode would go.
He's the Sorcerer Supreme. He's the reason why Abomination got out in the first place.
Right.
Maybe he's the alibi. I don't know.
And all this shit with Abomination, like obviously all of us here, like we've already heard, Marvel's already told us we're getting Thunderbolts in 2 fucking years.
Right.
So this is obviously all Abomination's going to get off on all his charges, and they're going to say, oh, we'll let you off on your charges, but you have to join this anti-superhero group that's basically Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad. And if you don't do it, then we're going to bring you back in, essentially, right? That's basically what's going to happen. So we're going to get Abomination and Thunderbolts. Like, we know already. We get it, Marvel. We understand. We understand what's going on.
Look, I'm taking it one episode at a time, 1 week at a time, man. It's
9
29-minute episodes.
No, this week is going to be a fucking 25-minute episode.
Yeah, and then this is the thing. They're not going to give us the dating She-Hulk until midway through the season, the one we've all kind of been sitting here waiting for. And then we're and then we're not going to get Daredevil until episode 9. We all know that's not going to happen either. You know
It's
what I mean?
really probably going to be the fucking season finale.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Like, listen,
Yeah.
at this point, to be honest, like one more of these, and I'm pretty much can just scratch the season for me. I will just wait till the whole thing's done.
And watch
Binge
it and binge it.
I'll binge it. It'll literally take like 2 hours to watch the whole thing anyway. And wait for what's next. Like, this is what it is. Shit.
Yeah, dude, it's getting. That's what it is with me too right now. It's like, okay, you're giving me these little snippets, but come on, where's the meat? Where's the beef? Come on, man. Shit.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, listen. At this point, She-Hulk episode 2. We've given you the full rundown. I think that's going to be it for us here at Mancave 101 because I think a lot of us we're a little upset. Want some more meat, as Leo said. We need more, but hopefully next week bring us back in. Marvel, if you're listening, we need 40 minutes, 45 minutes, please. I'm begging you. Not 20 minutes, not 30 minutes. Does anybody have any last words before we dip out to next week?
Don't forget to watch Man Cave and Chill, where we tell you what you should be watching on all your favorite streaming platforms.
Shameless plug. I love it. Also, Spotify, Apple Podcast, merch coming soon? Question mark. Woo! It's like on the horizon, people. No lie. It's coming.
And also, I got one thing to say: Captain America fucks.
Well, now we have to mark the episode as rated R. Thank you.
That's the way you want it, huh?
All right. From all of us, Wendell, Leo, Chase, Man in the Chair, Aaron, we appreciate y'all kicking it with us tonight. Thank you so much. We love y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey.